Hello, beautiful people. Uh, every week or two, I would like to give you a bedtime story, and that's Eric's book, My Life After Death, a memoir from heaven. If you look on Amazon, the reviews, there are many people who say not only is it the best book in its genre, but it's also the best book they've ever read. So, and it's a real page turner. I'm going to skip, I've already done this on previous YouTube. So I'm going to skip the first three chapters because they're just really painful. Okay. I just can't get through them without crying. But we'll go to chapter 4, Crossing Over and Meeting Loved One. I already read a little bit of this to my Atlanta Scalar peeps, but let's go for it. So I'd said my goodbyes. Oh, that was rough. My body was taken care of. I'd processed all of the thoughts and emotions that were coming at me, and I didn't really know where else to go except back to the house. I focused on going there, but instead of just showing up like I did when I thought about going somewhere, something totally different and unexpected happened. I felt myself moving. It was a weird sensation. It wasn't like my feet hit the floor one after the other. It wasn't like I felt the wind blowing across me or the scenery passing me by like you'd expect if you were moving forward. There were none of the usual visuals like you would get when you're driving in a car or walking down the street. This kind of disturbed me. No, it more likely alarmed me because I wasn't expecting it. Where the heck was I going? And was someone pulling me there? Was it some sort of weird ass force of nature, like a giant magnet, or maybe some sort of being with a huge cosmic fishing pole? Eric's humor. Then I felt this airiness like you'd feel on a roller coaster ride right when you come to the peak and drop. I felt stuck in that moment. My stomach, or what used to be my stomach, it's hard to explain how bodily feelings felt after death. It's a bit like phantom limb pain. I guess you could still feel feelings. It's just that your actual body is not around anymore. It felt like it was being lifted up and a weightless ease filled me. My thoughts, this consciousness that was rolling through my head that made me aware of what was happening, were also coming from my chest, which wasn't what I was used to. As humans, we designate stuff like our thoughts are in our heads, our emotions are in our hearts, and our heart is in our chest. My emotions and thoughts were both in that unified central location of my chest, and as I was being pulled along, the emotions I mostly felt were curiosity mixed with nervousness. Everything seemed to happen quickly, like a blink, a long, casual blink, like when you're tired. Suddenly I felt warm, like I was in a really nice warm bath, but the warmth was all over me. I felt it on the inside. I felt it on the outside. I was absorbing the warmth, but I wasn't breathing it in. Well, I wasn't breathing at all since spirits don't need oxygen, but you get the idea. Then I saw white light around me. Yeah, you do see a white light. No fucking joke. But it's not like the white tunnel of light people expect when you cross over. It was like I was moving across this huge white room with a white floor. For some reason, the light comforted me. It eased my nervousness a little bit, but not all the way. There were no smells or sounds, though, and I didn't see anyone. I thought there'd be at least some angel playing a harp on a cloud, but nope, just silence and whiteness. For a while, I just focused on what was around me. My thoughts then wandered to my physical form. It felt like I had arms and legs, a head and chest, but I didn't. I wasn't solid. I was airy, free, light, the essence of me. Now I know that I was pure energy, but I didn't call it that back then. I think the reason I felt like that, or felt like I still had a human form, but also knew that I didn't, was because I wanted to have the feeling of a human body. I wasn't 100% ready to let go of my human existence then. I needed something recognizable to hold on to for that time being. Slowly, the white light started to turn into this glowing silvery mist with all sorts of beautiful hues that I don't even know how to describe. It was like I was going through a nebula, but with a rainbow of many colors. I didn't feel like anything startling was about to happen. Like I was about to be hit by a train. But at the same time, there was this little lingering worry that I was going to end up in the wrong place, kind of like Harry Potter when he gets sorted by the sorting hat. Everything was too much, too close, too crazy all of a sudden. That's what made me scared. And it was then that I screamed for help. And you're going to find out what happened after he screamed for help when we continue. I hope you enjoyed this. Please consider looking on Amazon to get this book in any format, really. Kindle, ebooks, you name it. Hardback, paperback, in multiple languages. Enjoy. Thank you.